am a survivor of sterilization. I was sterilized in the hospital immediately after childbirth without free, prior, and informed consent, without proper consultation.
Survivors and supporters rallied nationwide in the support of a passing of a bill that aims to end forced or coerced sterilization, a practice that many survivors report is still happening today.
We want to take a moment to recognize that while the practice of forced and coerced sterilization has deep colonial roots in Canadian history, we must be clear that this practice is a contemporary and ongoing human rights violation.
Survivors have shared they were often sterilized at vulnerable times, often during labor or shortly after giving birth, while medicated, under pressure, or under threat by authority figures, or child removal by protective services.
This practice has disproportionately harmed Indigenous women, but it's also affected people with disabilities, racialized women, gender diverse people, others who were treated as though their reproductive choices didn't matter.
The practice began in Canada in the early 1900s as an attempt to limit reproduction of so-called unfit persons. Poverty, illness, and other social problems were used by doctors and officials to deem someone unfit to raise children. The bill, which classifies such sterilizations as aggravated assault, has already passed the Senate. It must now be passed in the House of Commons in order to become law.
Bill S-228 is simple, precise, and it's urgently needed. This bill exists because survivors came forward. They told Canada what happened to them, not generations ago, but in modern hospitals, in our lifetime, and in cases as recent as 2024.
While thousands of women were historically forcibly sterilized, academics estimate about 100 Indigenous women in Canada underwent the procedure between 1970 and 2018 alone.
The legislation will send a clear message that such acts are unacceptable. There are consequences for conducting sterilization procedure without consent. And most importantly, this bill affirms justice for survivors and protects future generations.
The House of Commons will debate Bill S-228 later this week. It encompasses any unwanted procedure performed on a person that results in the prevention of reproduction, even if reversible, with future procedures, and punishing those who do with up to 14 years of jail time. For City News, I'm Beverly Andrews, Toronto.